This is still New Mexico on 60 West, entering into Arizona, all the way New Mexico. And you can see the snow. This is the back road, actually. The snow on the mountain out there is very cold today. It's about 56 Fahrenheit, a bit cold, and that's the countryside for you. You got all these the middle of nowhere experience where you just drive miles and hundreds of miles with no settlement or no homes around and things like that. Once in a while you might meet a car passing by, but everything out here you on your own on both sides. As you can see, there's an oncoming bus from the other direction. It's a one-way road, going all the way that way. I don't know what type of trees these are, but speed limit 65, and it changes to 70, and then in some cases it changes to 75 or 80, depending on which part of New Mexico you are. So that is just a large landscape, 100 of miles. It looks like we are above sea level. We're climbing up, and then it's going to descend. Yeah. Coming up. So you can still see we got trees and trees and trees miles away. And you can see perfectly clear on this side. There's snow on the mountains out there. It doesn't snow in some parts of Arizona, apart from Scottsdale and Flagstaff. It doesn't snow in majority of part of Arizona. The load is a bit bumpy. It's not the best as compared to the previous ones we've traveled on right here in New Mexico. It's a bit bumpy. Climbing. Still snow right here. You see some antennas right there on the mountain there. Now we're descending. You can see vast land, hundreds and thousands of acres of land right there in our views, all ahead of us. land Just thousands of acres of land out there. It looks like the sky and the mountains are even on the same level, but trust me, they are not. That's just the beauty of nature. The mountain and the sky look like it's on the same height, but it's not. Somebody's camping there. Look like a camp. Still 65 miles. This is a waiting area. So you can tell, those of you that likes to take long trips, if you're driving in New Mexico, a place where they have waiting area where you you know, stop and rest, pretty much there is no housing for it. There is no building. You just go out there and do your business. In the trash, they have a trash can, but apart from that, a sitting place, there is nothing else. Meaning, if you want to pee or poop or whatever, you probably just have to go into the woods and take care of business. And majority of the places was like that when we're coming from Texas. But getting into Arizona, you do actually get to have. In Arizona, you get to have a rest area where there is a building for you to go in, either wash your hands and things like that, either use the bathroom, it don't matter. And this is what we have. As you can see, vast land, trust me, this is beautiful. The beauty of nature. You can see there is a satellite right there on your screen, far away on there on the playing ground. And then you have a trailer, an 18-wheeler trailer also coming, passing us in the opposite direction. Yeah. Vast land, vast land. That is satellites over there. Vast land. Land. Vast land. On this side and both sides. Vast land. These are somebody's private land. You can see a bunch of satellites, and as you can see, the black things you see now moving, yes, it's cows. Those are, cattle. Somebody's cattle on a private land. There's hundreds of them out there. Yesterday we saw a couple of deers and also hanging out on a private land. So this right here is actually private land. Look like maybe in the next 20 miles we must see some settlements around, which might be behind these mountains that you see. So the white thing you see, as I stated earlier, is actually satellites. You can see it right across in the front there. Maybe it's not that close, but that's what it looks like. bunch of satellites. I don't know whether it's for the military or it's state-owned, I can't tell. But I see them stretch, look like 1 mile apart from each other over there. And as you can see, the back view, that's what you have in the back view as well. Like, look, is that there are more of the satellites over there. Maybe you can see from here. More satellites. It look like buildings over there. So most likely people live there. National Radio Astronomy Observatory. Does we have heard. Quemado. It says 50 miles to Quemado. Say rest side in 2 miles. So that is still the satellites. These are oncoming cars. And as you can see, because of the terrain of the land, or the terrain of the environment, the most popular vehicles that people are driving or driven here is actually SUVs and pickups, which has the tendency and the capacity to cope with the terrain or the roads out here. So come here with any weak vehicle, you might not survive. But you can see some cattle grazing the land where the satellites are, and this one is maybe more visible here. The satellite right there. Satellite is much more closer. You can have the opportunity to see it. They say tourist parking. That's the satellite right there. It's a very huge one, and it looked like a mile interview apart. Some of them are in a house. I don't know whether it's military or it's actually state-owned, but that's what you have there. H Ranch. That's 1,000 acres of land. That is a ranch, a privately owned. It's like never-ending driving. You just drive and drive and drive and drive and drive. Catron County, New Mexico. Are still cattle or cows grazing the land on a private property. Got a